Well, I want to introduce John. Thank you so much for coming on to my YouTube channel. I know a lot of people have asked me to have people come on to talk about their OCD, and John grew up with OCD, and so he's going to talk about, if he could talk to his younger self, what he would do differently, and also to talk to you guys directly about dealing with your OCD.
Well, I think the first thing I would say is don't be embarrassed of what's going on. Don't be embarrassed of your own mind. Don't be ashamed, and don't think that you're alone in this. I remember when I was in seventh grade and my OCD started acting up, I had moral OCD and I had responsibility OCD. And I would always think that, oh, if I did this, if I said this prayer wrong, my mom's going to be harmed and it's going to be my fault. And I remember I'd be walking in and out of doors. I couldn't do anything associated with the number 6. Have to touch my nose a bunch of times, because if I didn't touch my nose a bunch of times, I would get hit in the head with the baseball, because I was a baseball player. And I was doing a lot of hiding, and I was very ashamed. And any of you guys out there, I don't want you to be ashamed. I want you to be proud of who you are. I want you to accept yourself, because once you start accepting yourself, you start understanding just how creative you are and just how compassionate you are and the beautiful qualities that you do have, that, OCD doesn't need to control your life, and it's not going to control your life. And you can really push forward and say, hey, look at all these other things that I can do. Look at this beautiful piece of art I made. Look at this beautiful day outside I could take a walk in. Look at this baseball game I'm going to right now. Just understand that there are so many ways to curate your passions. And I think that's important. I would tell my younger self, the biggest thing is, again, just not to be embarrassed of what was going on. And most importantly, don't be afraid to open up to a therapist. Because I remember when I first opened up to a therapist and I started telling them these thoughts that, I thought were quote unquote crazy, because I know we're all in the same boat. We all think that these thoughts are isolating, and we're the only ones that have that. But, the beautiful thing is we're not. And when you start recognizing that, when you start separating your OCD from yourself, you really begin to recover, and you really begin to heal, and you really begin to see the actual beauty in who you are and what you have to offer to this world. And I don't want you to get trapped in that OCD trap, where you think that OCD is everything, that your life revolves around OCD, because it may feel like it, but it doesn't, and you're going to get better. Those are the main points I would say to a younger me and to anyone out there suffering, because they need to know they're not alone. I went through it. I was struggling for a while. I still go through OCD, but I've learned how to manage it to a point where I'm a lot more confident with who I am, and I don't have the moral OCD is barely even a flick in my eye anymore.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Of course.